Celebrate good times, come on. And I'm not talking about just episode 44. Stay tuned because I want to make sure you know that you've got to celebrate this, and you got to do it right now.
I'm Simone, she's TSED. I'm Simone, she's TSED. I'm Simone, they call me TSED.
Like that.
I'm Simone, she's TSED. I'm Simone, she's TSED. I'm Simone, they call me TSED.
Like that. All right, guys, let's get right into it. What am I talking about? What do you have to celebrate right this red hot second without waiting? You. You heard me right. It is time to celebrate you. Now, I know you're telling me, but I've got this big goal and I didn't meet it yet. I don't care. But I have this big dream and it's just not ready yet. I don't care. I tried and I failed. I don't care about any of those small details. I'm talking about the bigger picture of celebrating you. We are always growing, constantly growing, evolving, and changing. So today's ceiling is tomorrow's floor. Ooh, you know I love to say that one, right? Work until your ceiling becomes your floor. And you're going to keep on growing. So you've got to be in the spirit of celebration, even when you're making the milestones and when you're not. Because when you enter that vibration of celebration, you enter that energy, that resonance, that frequency of success. It says, hey, I'm succeeding, I'm winning, and I'm ready for more. The idea of celebrating yourself goes way beyond making these big milestone achievements. It goes way beyond waiting for this perfect time and this perfect result and this perfect outcome. Did you take the first step? Celebrate it. Did you try? Celebrate it. Did you write in your journal? Did you clarify the dream? Did you make a to-do list? Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. And I'm not telling you to celebrate these tiny little things and then just give up or quit or say that's enough. I'm telling you to celebrate so you can enter the vibration of success. I'm telling you to celebrate so you can clearly send that message to your mind, body, and soul that I am one who succeeds and I am one with plenty of reason to celebrate. Once you enter into that dynamic, once you let that be the vibrational resonance, let that be what your heart is beating on and your mind is focused on, you will start to see a new level of expectation, a new level of creativity overcome you, a new level of readiness to continue to celebrate. So y'all know we're talking about you, the value of you. Are you worth it? Are you worth celebrating? What if you just did part 1 of a 10-part process? Is that not worth celebrating? Are you not worth celebrating? What if you just had an idea and you haven't even started yet, but you're allowing yourself to flesh out the idea, not dismiss it right away? Is that not worth celebrating? There's so much to this process of becoming and growing and evolving, and we keep ignoring these big elements of it, and it makes us feel like we're not succeeding when in fact we really are. Do you know that starting off with an idea in your mind, it's completely invisible to everybody else? The moment you write it down, it goes from the invisible to the visible because now it's here on paper like a blueprint. And then from the blueprint, you're now able to start to work it and attract and align with the people, places, and things that will make this thing happen for you. That is also worth celebrating, is it not? So why do we only wait for this final end result to have this massive celebration when in fact there were so many steps we could have celebrated along the way? Not to mention that those incremental celebrations help to empower us and encourage us to keep going. It's the celebration we need to really keep thriving and not give up when things get tough. And no, we're not meant to wait for just our family and friends to tell us it's okay to celebrate. You don't need your mentor, your boss, your teacher, your professor to tell you it's time to celebrate. You get to decide that. You get to say, you know what? I've taken something that was an invisible idea and I've written it down on paper and I've let it resonate within my heart and I've meditated on it and I'm letting the picture grow in my mind. I'm utilizing mental imagery. On the outside, it looks like nothing's happening, but on the inside, you are creating an empire. You are building a fortress of success and a force field of success around you. And I don't know what's worth celebrating if it's not that. So again, I remind you, today's message is to get into the spirit of celebration, get into the vibrational resonance of celebration, start to look at those small things and count them as massive, important, vital steps in your journey and celebrate each and every one of them along the way. Not just for the sake of celebrating, not just for some kind of distraction, but in fact, for motivation, for inspiration, and for something to help you to keep going forward. A vision, an excitement, building up the energy within yourself that helps you to see that job through all the way to the end. I hope that message resonates with you today because listen, celebration is not just for the end result because hey, we're evolving, we're growing, and one day that end result, that ceiling, we'll become the floor, and we're going to want more. We are creators. We are creative beings. We're going to keep evolving and making that one goal, a new goal, and a new goal, and building upon it until we continue to contribute mightily to society. So I don't want you to stop that and think you have to celebrate at the end. Celebrate now. Celebrate and take the next step. Celebrate and take the next step. Celebrate and take the next step. That's all for now, guys. Make sure you join me every single Sunday for A Positive Mind with TSED. Oh, I just realized I'm holding the camera this way. It should have been that way. You know what? That was a good video. We're not redoing it. I love you. I'm going to celebrate that was a really, really good message I sent to you. And I'm going to celebrate that next time I'll remember to turn the camera. It's fine. I'll see you next Sunday.
She's TSED. I'm Simone. She's TSED.